Welcome, and first off, thank you for clicking on the link to watch this short video. It's on two-sided items or double-sided items in QuickBooks. Items are the pawns of QuickBooks, right? There's a lot of item-based transactions. You're looking at one right now, and they link to accounts and move everything around, eventually winding up on reports. Okay, so it provides great detail for reporting, and contractors, professionals, there's a lot of need and reasons for using a two-sided item to track both the cost side and the revenue side. And you'll see what I mean here. So I have an estimate, right, from Michelle. This is the work I'm going to do. Most of these are service items with a couple non-inventory items here. And this is my cost column, and then I have a markup, and then this is the revenue. This is my job budget. It correlates to this estimate versus actual report, and it shows the estimated cost and estimated revenue I hope to get from it, but there's no actual cost yet. So let's do some. I'm going to go to Banking Write Checks, or Control W, and I'm going to go ahead and choose Doug here and continue writing the check. Should probably check that bill though. Control Delete gets rid of lines. Control D, transactions. Okay. Items tab. I'm going to go here and choose actually framing, and notice the pop-up associated with an income account. I probably don't want to do this. This is going to credit my bank account and debit whatever account this item's linked to. It'd be debiting income, which would reduce. Either way, I don't want to hit revenue here, right? I want to hit cost of goods sold or some expense. So I'm going to cancel out for now. Go to the item list, double click on framing, and I'm going to check the box that says this service is used in assemblies or is performed by a subcontractor or partner. Thinking, well, what does that mean? Essentially, when I check the box, it's going to open up that purchase information or the cost side. I'm going to go down to my expense account, and in this case it's subcontractors. I'm paying Doug's. This is cost of goods sold. You can put in your description, so it would show up, description would show on cost transactions, check bill, what have you. Credit card charge, I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Sorry for the typing. And two-sided items are available for service items, non-inventory parts, and other charges. We use it for a lot of different things. So now I have a two-sided item. I go back to that check and choose framing. I don't get the same error. Now I can put in a cost that I paid Doug there and assign it to the job, which will be in this case, go back to Michelle. There you are. Now I'm going to uncheck the billable box. Remember, I have the estimate. She's already agreed to pay a certain amount, so I don't want to pass this through to her. We do have another video on reimbursing expenses. However, I'm not passing this through, but I do want it to show up on the reports. So I have my framing item again. It's a two-sided item, right? And I've assigned the job. Click Save and Close. Now when I actually go to the report, you'll see that I have cost here in the actual cost. So if you're not seeing it, check the item. Make sure it's not just one-sided going to revenue. Of course, you can have one-sided items going to other current assets and other current liabilities and expense and cost of goods sold and things like that. But most people doing a lot with construction and contracting, job costing, if you will, with QuickBooks, regardless of your industry, two-sided items are going to be very helpful for you. Now, another thing to mention too is since 2011, you could make when you're on a check and writing something to say cost of goods sold account. Let's go back to Doug here. This is just kind of a tangent discussion. But if you go to the expense account and I can hit cost and I choose cost of goods sold and put in a particular amount and assign a job, now the billable box is optional. But 2010 and prior it was not, right? It was grayed out. So you had to do an expense, but you're thinking, well, really it's cost of goods sold. I don't want to do expense. So what you could do is then go to the item itself, and the item was hitting cost of goods sold. That was fine, and you get the billable opportunity, right? And check that box. But since 2011, you can do it either way, just as a side note. So two-sided items do have some very good play and a reason for being in QuickBooks. So I hope that was helpful, and you guys have a great day.